In this question, we want to show that x1, x2, and until xi, and there are independent sequence of independent random variables, and yn it equals to the sum from I equals to 0 and to n, and the sum of xi. And using this condition, we can write that the capital Y sub n plus 1 it equals to the sum from I equals to 0 and to n capital Xi, and plus x n capital X sub n plus 1, and it equals to yn plus xn plus y plus 1. And in order to prove or disprove that yn is a Markov chain, and we need to look at probability. And first we can write the probability as this format, and py capital Y n sub n plus 1 equals to y plus 1, given that y capital Y sub n equals to yn, and capital Y n minus 1 sub n minus 1 equals to yn minus 1, and until y1 equals to y1. Capital Y sub 1 equals to y1, and we can using this part to substitute this part, and then we can write that p capital Yn plus capital N plus 1, given that because the yn plus 1 it equals to this, and so we can write this expression into this, given that yn equals to yn, and capital Y minus 1 equals to yn minus 1, and until y1 equals to y1. And then we can also write this part, because yn we let yn equals to capital Y sub n equals to yn, so it equals to xn capital Xn plus 1, given that it is obvious that because the xn plus 1 they are and x1 x2 until xn plus 1 they are independent, and this part it can be restricted by this condition. So it is obvious that this the probability of this part it should equals to p yn plus capital X n plus 1, given that capital Yn equals to yn, and then we can using the capital Y sub n substitute this part, and this equals to yn capital Y sub n plus capital X sub n plus 1, given that capital Yn equals to yn, and this equals to p. It's obvious that this part it equals to capital Yn plus 1 equals to yn plus 1, given that capital Yn equals to yn. And so it is obvious that this part, and we can observe that this part and this part, it is obvious that capital Yn plus 1, it is just only related to the probability of the current state, not the past state. So it is a Markov process. It is a Markov process. And so this is non-question.